Now he's more too much, so he's committing here for the full strength. Misery's there to back him up. No, that's just great for Corona here. Old level moving forward. Strength 4 still keeping Envy alive. Purple balls to Satar Tormentor, not enough to bring him down. And now Highlight Diet has come up to the top lane, looking to turn the aggression around. Pushing out Old 11 with the roar as well. The Sunstrike level, the FL to punch voids his aggression. Also pick up the Satar Tormentor as well. So nice reaction there from Secret, keeping Envy safe. He will have to make that long walk back to the base, but not losing his life this time.
Yeah, that was actually just really good play by Envy. That he was actually baiting the Void so hard. I thought the Void would have enough to actually get the kill, but and he played the situation right. He still had some magic stick charges and baited the Void into a really bad position, so his team actually have time to back up him and return kill there. Really good play from him. And looking at the Invoker, he sort of caught back up a little bit, but he's still really far behind from the Lina. Lina right now, he's going for the first item, Aether Lens. I think we saw this one time today. I can't remember from who, but we were discussing at the panel whether it's better to get Aether Lens first or the yield method. Regardless of the sequence, most of the time you would get both of the items.
Yeah, I mean, do you feel there's any reason why this game Old Chicken Dad does decide to go for the Aether Lens first?
I mean, it's still a really good farming tool, and it actually helps you. You know, you have a little bit more damage in terms of your whole 3-spell output early, and you have set up on your team from the Sven and from the Faceless Void, so maybe he feels like he doesn't really need the yield set up that badly, and they're gonna rotate down to bottom. They might find Envy once more here.
They smoked up for this one. Smoke is gonna get dispelled on Old Chicken's Lina. The Envy will be able to walk that one off. So it looks like they won't find anything with a smoke either, and none of the rest of Secret really around that bottom lane. You can see them elsewhere. Old 11 getting a bit more space here on the Void on the top.
Yeah, but this is looking really bad for the Morphling, because as of now Morphling is already behind if you compare him to the Sven.
Oh, swap onto Lina, or Old Chicken being dragged into the river. Nice play from Highlight that time.
Really good play but going back to the point where I was mentioning about the Morphling is going to fall behind again in the next few minutes, because Sven has the ability to do Ancients and he's starting to stack up. So there's going to be the point of the game where Morphling will fall really far behind compared to the Sven. So this is looking really worrisome for Envy, because he doesn't really have the best early game right now for the Morphling. And EHOME to get their team fight coming online with the Phoenix taking a lane so that he can actually obtain his level 6. So even though giving up a kill on the Lina, I think he's still looking really good for EHOME as of right now. Sven is doing really well, Lina's doing really well, and the supports are getting the levels that they need.
That's exact.
Didn't have to do anything here. Let's see him kill a magic missile on Old Chicken. Was able to bottle up that ring first, and now just turning around in fact, but Secret is there, and then again you're swap from Highlight Guy, a second swap. The last getting still coming out just to cover the Chrono is now 2. They're looking to take down Weeder, and now they're going to look for a second one. Over 11 attacker chasing down the chair, and they'll find the kill. It's 2 for 1 there. So EHOME, even though they do lose their mid, they're able to find Weehar and they turn and get Puppy as well to boost. So
yeah,
they're very happy with that.
It was really crucial, Owen, because right now Kaka has his level 6, so he don't feel really confident in terms of even though despite using the Chronosphere for that kill, but right now they have another tool in their arsenal, which is the Super Nova, so they're feeling confident that they can actually push and get the tier 1 tower in the middle lane, which would give them a lot of map control right now. So EHOME looking really strong after that trade, and Squid needs to, you know, and give space to the Morphling to farm and catch up as well. Level 1 Necrobolt on Misery. Still a decent timing considering his team situation. it's really good at kiting. Like his ball and the necrobolt are really good at kiting in terms of later into the game. Where they have the swap as well, so they have really good tools at limiting how much CTY can do in team fights. So even though CTY is really farm, they have a lot of and the raw as well. So they have a lot of tools at slowing him down and kiting him and making sure that he doesn't deal damage. And
that's the jungle again. Highlight up, get this swap off to follow it through with a roar. Got the war cry though. CTY fairly tanky on this bend. I've got the ball slow, but backup's going to come in Lanimid there. Yeah, just the two of them alone didn't quite have enough damage. We saw we are coming in, but a little bit too late, not quite close enough to do too much. And yeah, the CTY is going to be an issue.
That war cry, man, that is definitely going to be an issue, but at the same time, like I mentioned, they do have the tools. They have like the draw, the swap, they have the ball, the Beastmaster, Necrobook, so we'll see.
Mid lane. We're kind of getting baited forward, and old chicken straight up with the light strike. They'll be able to find this one. And dilation from old level, making sure that we are not really any of his tricks.
And we are definitely having to really rough time. The laning phase transitioning into the mid game, he's just not taking a break right now, and power finally goes down. So EHOME will have further control of the jungle, and Lamb is going to look to place a ward in enemy territory soon. So he's going to have one ward here to scout out whether the Invoker is jungling, and hopefully with that ward they'll be able to consolidate on their advantage more by getting further kills. That is also completed on the Void, so there are 5 men right now with the ultimates, with the Supernova with the Chrono is really strong. And not to mention Enchantress, you know. Enchantress still deals a lot of damage despite having too much items. Chronosphere, so all their heroes deal damage with the Chronosphere. You have the Sunray, you have the Impetus, you have obviously the Lina Nymph, and you know the Sven. So team fight wise, I think EHOME are looking really good right now when they have all their ultimates up.
The old 11 desperate fine to jump in, but it's in fact going to be secret spotting him out there with the Hawks. They're going to move forward, they'll get the swap again, Pilot with the control, and they've got the stun lock there with the cold snap, the magic miss up.
What a spell.
Where's your time walk now? Where's your time walk now, son?
At sad times, you know, for heroes like Void, Earthshaker, not much you can do about that, you get caught. And right now, Secret with the big kill, they might actually transition into a Roshan here. Yes, they will. They have really good heroes like taking the Roshan the bench, the Beastmaster, so this is really good move to maximizing the advantage they can actually get from that one of the Void.
I mean, without another punch to get in there, you see that that's taken down.
So Weeha gets the Aegis, see how much progress and he has made. Yes, 1200 gold, Perseverance, I mean, fine, but right now he still has a long way to go before he truly comes online as the more him.
But I mean, as you said in the drop, when he does eventually come online,
he is really good.
It's going to be a good game from Orphan.
Yeah, I mean, you can go for Turbid. I think after the Lincoln's game, Turbid is really good versus the Chronosphere, and very good for the heroes like the special heroes like the Lina, the Enchantress. But all the good options that he has, the Astral Blade, or even going for, if he wants to go for more like farming speed, you can go for the Manta. But those are options that he will be having in his mind to decide what he should do this game, depending on the game. So, but you don't really.
Yeah, makes the jump straight on to Weeha. There's a wrap around for Secret, because Secret can't find anything with them. They've got the Aegis across the Invoker, draw onto Kafka. No chance for a Supernova. That's going to be the first casualty here from the side of EHOME now. Secret find more light strike, holding back highlight die. Looks like the rest of EHOME will be able to scatter But bit of a bait there. We are using the Aegis to draw EHOME in, and the rest is secret, ready with a wrap around that time. They'll get the kill and they'll get themselves a tower here as well.
Radiant's middle
Yeah, and
tower
without
has
one
fallen.
of their big ultimates and Phoenix down, they can't really defend. I wonder if they try to defend when Phoenix live in 5 seconds, but the tower is taking huge amounts of damage if they do so much with the Beastmaster aura, the bench aura.
Push is real here. I mean, we saw how quickly Secret could take down Roche, but showing the same power here against this Div. They're already about to full Kaka. And then with the swoop, there's Gibran as well. Find initiation to get the storm from Amon to Weehan with the light strike as well and focus down. This does stop the supernova. He's got to get themselves down. Probably looking at the TP, but it's not going to be able to do it. The damage for CC1 is too much. It's a double kill. 3 of them now dead on the side of Secret. Misery being slowed by the time dilation. He will be able to get himself out of there. Maybe sticking around a little bit too long though.
Yeah, they were a little bit too
Radiant's middle tower
confident. They
has
were
been denied.
probably thinking that, oh, Chrono's down, but they still have Supernova, but they might be just overestimating a little bit their abilities that they still could have taken the fight. They felt they could have fought even though Supernova was still out, but they were wrong, so they overextended, they paid their lives. But the next thing I'm thinking about whether Weeha is also deciding to go for Necrobo with their lineup, because I'm thinking they can actually hit a timing. Like I don't know if you don't see Necrobo too often on first anymore nowadays, but with their lineup the Necrobo can actually do a lot.
Oh, Misery.
Dire's middle
Oh,
tower
this is a
is
lovely
under
room
attack.
for all the cooking to have. Easy to set up there for the boys. Straight with the Laguna. He's a tanky man. Misery not quite tanky enough. We'll get the Necro books down. And he will start to chip back away at them. But getting there with the Sunray. And we find and they'll get themselves that kill. And it's times like that where having him in this room is certainly feels very lucky.
Yep, and with the raw down, it also means that the other heroes have much more space and have much more room to actually farm. And he was quite complete just a moment ago, and now he has another 1500 gold. I think typically the way he builds his heroes, sometimes he gets a very early one shot on his Juggernaut, Sven, and even his anti-mage. I'm not sure if you pay attention on the way he builds his carries.
He does some inventive stuff.
Yeah, he does very different stuff compared to other players. So I'm interested to see what route he actually goes for this game. Phoenix is going for Midas, so he just got it. So it's a typical item for a hero that relies on levels a lot, because you want to get to that level 16 as soon as possible. And for the Enchantress, he's going for, it seems like a 5. Interesting. Usually we see Dragonlance, we see Drum, we see Threads, anything that improves your HP so that you can actually use the Untouchable and the Nature's Attendance to full effect. So I think I haven't really seen pipe from Enchantress for a long time. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, that's right. Pick up the CTY. We'll be going for the Blink Dagger this game, so not something too out of the ordinary hit for your old Sven. They're pretty much the classic. But I guess one thing, yeah, if the pipe does end up getting fully online for the inch, it does mean, of course, that CTY can afford to go more aggressive with
EHOME
not worried too much
with
about
the wards get the chase earlier. Oh,
this could be big. We straight up. Oh!
No!
Oh!
That was so close.
So close.
Atmosphere down, so Secret, I think they actually saw that, I'm not sure. So I wonder if they're actually gonna just make use of this timing window again. One big shot up.
I think he wants to go for this. He's like, right, let's go, let's try and find an initiation. He's actually powered over the swap, but sees one really gives you the blink after the swap. Getting down to cancel the front of the Stormhammer. Gonna only strip from what's the threat here? I think we'll get caught out by the Sunray. They'll find themselves one kill. He has looking at Buffalo does anything more. They've got the slow on from Mystery. Or 11 time walking before they shift back. Now CTY coming in with the right clicks and we won. You want to get
I think we get the last hit here.
Oh no, okay! That was Adam. We were both wrong. Both two castings coming.
Give
Oh,
the
good.
man that's building a team item the kill, you know, he needs to go.
Oh, we should have noticed. He's because of the build. It's just a level 1 storm hammer. It practically heals the enemy. Nonetheless,
Still better than homing missile, level 1.
but Secret losing 2 there. Got the fight that they were looking for down there on the bottom lane.
There
What went wrong?
there was really good play by CTY though. He once again baited the enemy. He TP'd in front and the bench stopped him, but he couldn't get. He couldn't. I think he probably should have tried to use his power first to disable the blink and then stop him, and then you have a better chance of landing a stun on the target. But because he flopped, immediately he saw him. Yeah, he just couldn't right away, and he was in a really bad position after that. So a bit of display from bench and really good reaction from CTY.
Yeah, and he's got to be a bit careful here. And that's what he told her last night. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Back on the game. EHOME versus Secret is 13-10 at the moment. And CTY, as we're talking about, cleaning up that juicy ancient stack. And this man's going to be a rich man.
And Envy's going to be a jealous man because he can't really do that. Has his morphing this game, which is now proven to be the difference in the net worth. Sven is still ahead by. I mean, Envy actually cut it down by a good margin. Before that, it was probably around 3,000 the difference, but right now it's 2k gold, so definitely catching up pretty well compared to the Sven here. So let's see what Sven goes for as well after his dagger. He's going to go for PK or he's just going to go for more like damage.
I think I'd like to see him go for either the AC or all the moonshot CTY stuff.
AC is really nice, the physical damage. Force Spirits, you know, the Necro book as well.
Yeah,
it's
going to be great against this.
So that's definitely a good option for CTY here. And looking at the other heroes, Phoenix so far still hasn't gotten anything else. Enchanted, seeing whether he comes. Height, Old Chicken has skills and Aetherland. Spread them faster. So most likely next item you consider on Lina is either the BKB or you want to get enemies right away. He might want to get BKB so that he doesn't get bursted down so easily.
Okay.
So that would be a good consideration for the Lina. Sometimes when you go for Aghanims and you don't have BKB, you can't really use your spells really well in team fights because you get focused on easily.
Yeah, I mean, we saw from that one in the Ripple where he got swat from Paladin. He did get the spells up, but only just.
He actually completed the hood 3 times and piped 0 times.
Okay, so just the hooded Paladin.
Interesting.
Yeah. She's changing it up.
So the reasoning is just so that he can actually survive the magic burst from Invoker. Don't want to get one-shotted even because like morphing might go for better rate. So it is
going to be nice against DE because as we were saying earlier, Ench being one of the heroes that Morph would have liked to easily burst down and having that hood at this point at least. It's going to make it hard for him.
Interesting to see the way he thinks here.
Yeah.
The game.
Some smart cookies there on the side of EHOME. Now, they look to maybe find a Warcry's pop. They look to find this tier 1 Secret from the complementary fortification. We'll see if Twilight Dye wants to go